Hoover, Valley Forge, and Stow-Munroe Falls tonight on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Jason Nicholas.
Hey there, I'm Jason Nicholas. Welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. First, though, let's take a look at our team standings, because at the end of the season, the top three teams will return for our championship showdown. But these points are very important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant $20,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. So let's get started now. Our opening match. It is the lightning round. In this round, all three teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We start each team tonight with 100 points. Here we go. A color TV is optional here in this round because we want you to identify the following persons, places, things, all which have the word black in their names. Remember, all of these answers must have the word black in the answer. Not even light can escape the gravitational field of these, Hoover.
Black hole.
That is right. This poisonous spider is marked by a red hourglass, Hoover.
Black widow.
That is right. The Crimean Peninsula juts into this body of water, Valley Forge.
Black Sea.
That is right. Nobel Prize winner Max Planck studied this type of radiation. Stow.
Black body.
That is right. Edward Teach was the real name of this 17th, 18th century Stow.
Blackbeard.
Century pirate Blackbeard is right. Anna Sewell wrote this novel about a mistreated horse. Hoover.
Black Beauty.
That is correct. This crime is also known as extortion. Stow.
Blackmail.
Blackmail, yes. This is the autobiography of author Richard Wright. Autobiography of Richard Wright, Stow.
Like me.
What's that?
Black like me.
No, black boy. This two-word phrase refers to the plague that swept 14th century Hoover.
Black Plague.
Ooh, the Black Death is the right answer there. For our final lightning round question, let's go over to David Mitchell from the city of Cleveland.
The Erie Street Cemetery occupies a special place in Cleveland's history. One of the people buried here is Indian Chief Jocko Sot, who fought in what 1832 Native American War in which a young Abraham Lincoln fought as well.
Anybody know this one? When you have a guess what war? We're looking for the Black Hawk War. Okay, that does it for our opening round. We'll come back. We'll meet the teams as AC continues.
Just like anything can happen in the game you're about to watch, anything can happen in life. That's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Our employees and agency partners are here for you when the unexpected happens. Help put the pieces back together and give you peace of mind.
In addition to high school quiz shows, we support programs like teen driver safety and community involvement.
The bottom line is that we value what you value.
So thanks for tuning in. Now let's watch these sharp young minds compete in what's sure to be an exciting match.
Tonight's judge from Cuyahoga Community College is Richard Montgomery, Social Sciences Division Associate Dean. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Thanks for watching us tonight. Now it is time for a mix-it-up round here. The questions are worth 20 points. There is no penalty for an incorrect answer. If a team answers all 6 questions correctly, they'll receive those very important 25 bonus points. First, let's take a moment and learn about team number 1 from Hoover. With over 1,600 students and ranked as one of the best high schools in Ohio and in the nation, Hoover also offers a rigorous college prep program and a strong complement of academics, arts, athletics, and extracurricular experiences. Located in North Canton, Hoover offers 17 AP courses, 46 honors level courses, plus 5 dual enrollment college level courses. Recently, Hoover secured $4.6 million to fund Viking 21, which uses modern technology and active teaching techniques to ensure college and career readiness. The captain of Hoover is Sophie. Sophie plays soccer.
Hello. On behalf of the Hoover Academic Challenge team, I would like to thank Mr. Polly, our principal, and the Superintendent Hartenstein for the opportunity to be here today.
Very good. Over to Alex. Alex, you run cross country. Tell us more about yourself.
Yes, I do run cross country. I also participate in track and field and TSA teams. And on behalf of the Academic Challenge team, I would like to thank our coach, Mrs. Wiley, for giving us this opportunity here today.
All right, very good. Over to Trent. Trent, you're the newspaper editor. Tell us more about Trent.
I'm also on mock trial and in the Model United Nations, and I'd like to thank the Sideliners for supporting us through all the years and always being here.
All right, very good. Alex, Sophie, Trent, Hoover, these questions only for you. To name the constellation where you find the North Star, link what 2 words from these 2 columns?
Ursa Minor.
That is right. Which of these words describes someone who has been cleared of blame?
Vindicated.
Vindicated is right. You can complete this observation from writer Shalom Aleichem by inserting what invention credited to Alexander Graham Bell?
Telephone.
Yes, the phone. Queen Elizabeth I ordered celebrations on this date when she learned of the defeat of what great fleet sent against England by King Philip of Spain?
Spanish Armada.
That is right. You'll have the last laugh here if you complete this word to name what chemical element whose symbol is P?
Phosphorus.
That is right. 25 bonus points possible here for Hoover. These were the words of Anne Sullivan, who guided what blind deaf girl and taught her to read and speak?
Helen Keller.
25 bonus points for Hoover. Team 2 is Valley Forge. Opened in 1961. Valley Forge is one of the 3 high schools in the Parma City School District. Educating nearly 1,600 grades 8 to 12, Valley Forge students are offered over 25 AP and honors courses in subject areas such as social studies, math, science, and English, as well as dual enrollment options. In addition to varsity sports, Valley Forge offers after-school activities as diverse as the Model UN and Boxing Club. Charles is the captain of Valley Forge. Charles, you play on the football team. Tell us more.
I would just like to thank all the principal and all the advisors of at the school for helping us out to get to Academic Challenge.
All right, very good. Over to Robin. Robin, you run cross country. Tell us more about Robin.
Hi, I'm a part of NHS. I knit sweaters for homeless cats, and I'm happy to be here today.
That's one I've never heard. I'm sure they appreciate your knitting. Homeless cats everywhere. Thank you for your work. Okay, over to Evan. Evan, you're going to attend Case Western Reserve. Tell us more about you.
Yes. And I'm also a National Merit Scholarship committed student, which is only one of 50,000 in the nation to get it.
Good. Awesome. Okay, Robin, Charles, Evan, these questions only for you, Valley Forge. One word from each column. See if you can name the symbol that appears on the official flag of the Olympic Games.
5 rings.
That is right. If someone were hindering you, he or she would be taking which of these actions?
Delaying you.
That is right. This simile, which is found in several Old Norse sagas, can be completed by naming what type of cold frozen mass that sank the Titanic in 1912.
Iceberg.
Iceberg, yes. On this date, the U.S. Supreme Court reinforced its earlier ruling on desegregation by refusing to delay school integration in what Arkansas capital city?
Little Rock.
That is right. Here you have every other letter in the name of what 1066 battle in which William the Conqueror won control of England?
Hastings.
Hastings, yes. 25 bonus points possible here, Valley Forge. These wise words were written by what early Christian saint whose name was given to the Florida city that's the oldest in the country?
St. Augustine.
25 bonus points for Valley Forge. 2 for 2. Stow-Munroe Falls is our final team tonight. Stow-Munroe Falls, located in Stow, offers a broad curriculum from college prep to intensive career technical for its over 1,500 students. The school continues to be rated as excellent by the state and has been named by Newsweek magazine and U.S. News and World Report as a best high school. 16 AP courses, 20 varsity athletic teams offered to its students. Recently, the district was nationally recognized as one of the best communities for music education. Blaze, you are the captain of Stow-Munroe Falls. Blaze, you're involved in the programming club. Tell us more.
I'm also involved in marching band and science Olympiad. I'd like to give a shout out to our 2 coaches, Mrs. Ivanovich, Mrs. Brewer, as well as Michael Warsh.
All right, very good. Over to Aaron. Aaron, you're in speech and debate. Tell us more.
My name is Aaron, and I'm on the track and field team. I'm a thrower, shot put, and discus, and I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Savanich and Mrs. Brewer, our coaches.
Very good. Finally, over to Adam. Adam, you're a member of Science Olympiad. What should everyone else at home know about Adam?
I'm also a member of band, and I'm a member of speech and debate, and I would just like to thank everyone for getting us here and making this happen.
All right, very good. Stow-Munroe Falls, gentlemen, these questions only for you. Take one word from each column, or one word from each column. You'll get what phrase associated with a successful gardener?
Green thumb.
That is right. Which of these adjectives would be best the synonym for lukewarm?
Tepid.
That is right. To complete one historian's Comment about Draco, a harsh Athenian ruler. And what bodily substance that contains hemoglobin?
Blood.
Yes, this date marked an end of an era when the Pony Express stopped its mail delivery between St. Joseph, Missouri and what California capital?
Sacramento.
That's right. This IOU will be paid in full once you filled in the blanks to name what tribe of Dakota Indians whose leaders included Sitting Bull?
Syaks.
Syaks, it's the Sioux, but that's fine. You said it phonetically, no problem. 25 bonus points here for Stow-Munroe Falls. This is a quote from what American employer whose product was a Model T automobile?
Henry Ford.
25 bonus points. How about that? Teams are hot tonight, 18 for 18. More Q&A as Academic Challenge continues.
Hi, I'm Neil Corrigan of the Brooks & Stafford Company, a Westfield partner, bringing you the Sharing Knowledge, Building Trust question of the week. True or false? When you rent a car, you do not need to purchase insurance. It is already covered under your personal auto policy.
For the answer and a chance to win a Kindle, visit westfieldinsurance.com/academic challenge.
Welcome back to AC. Before we begin our next round, let's recap the score so far tonight. Third place, 255 points. We have Valley Forge. Tied for first, 265. Hoover tied with Stow-Munroe Falls, 265. So an extremely close match here, 10 points separating all three teams. Picture perfect time now. Each correct answer, 10 points. A wrong or no answer costs 10 points. All three teams are playing here. So hands on your buzzers, eyes on the monitor. Let's start. This creature is a variety of slug named for what long yellow fruit that is a chief export of Honduras? Hoover.
Banana slug.
Banana, right. Noted for his vivid burning eyes. This is what Russian Stow?
Rasputin.
Rasputin, well done. Long a center for international organizations. This is Geneva. Located in what small European country, Hoover?
Switzerland.
That is right. What is the smallest value of X needed so that the product shown will be a whole number? Smallest value of X. Stow?
3.
3, yes. Chinese junks and British ships battle away in what 19th century war named for a type of drug, Stow?
Opium War.
Yes, Spain's royal family makes use of this palace built by the Spanish branch of what royal dynasty with a whiskey-like name? Valley Forge.
Habsburg.
No, the Bourbon. Galena is the principal ore of what heavy metal whose atomic number is 82 and whose chemical symbol is Pb? Hoover.
Lead.
Lead is right. In this issue of Cleveland Magazine, we learned about a local Baroque orchestra named after what Greek god of music, prophecy, and the sun? Hoover.
Apollo.
Apollo is right. Hoover goes into the lead. That's the end of the round. A very close match. Stay with us. More AC after this. Let's welcome our team advisors tonight from Hoover, Deborah Smith-Wiley, from Stow-Munroe Falls, Daniel Savanich and Shelley Brewer, and from Valley Forge, Tim Voita and Monica Simonella. Time to get back away to hot picks one at a time. I'll ask each team 8 questions. The correct responses were 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive those extremely important 25 bonus points. First up, Hoover. We go to Charles from Valley Forge. Chuck, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
Envelope number 3 for Hoover. Questions just for you. The town of Niles, Illinois can claim to have an exact duplicate of what Italian tower whose precarious leaning condition makes it a major tourist attraction?
The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That is right. One of the most important secretaries in the world is Ban Ki-moon, the Secretary General of what major international organization headquartered in New York?
United Nations.
That is right. A John Hershey novel includes in its title what calm center of a hurricane, referring to a sensory organ?
The eye.
The eye, correct. To the monitor your science question, what halogen is used to test for starches as it turns the starch containing substance a deep blue black?
Iodine.
Iodine is right. A typhoid epidemic that killed a third of its population was one reason what Greek city-state lost the Peloponnesian War to its rival Sparta?
Athens.
That is right. There are many breeds of cat, but none include what fictional grinning cat that fades away in Alice in Wonderland.
The Cheshire Cat.
That is right. To the monitor your math question. Which of these numbers is evenly divisible by 6?
192.
192 is right. 25 bonus points possible here, Hoover. What 32nd president, faced with a stalled economy, tried to encourage Americans with his fireside chats?
FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
25 bonus points! For Hoover, nicely done. Hey, Team 2, Valley Forge. Let's go over to Blaze from Stow-Munroe Falls. Blaze, what'll it be?
1.
Envelope number 1 for Valley Forge. Just questions for you here. Some people may have strange hairstyles, but none can match that of the mythical Medusa, whose head was covered with what type of reptiles?
Snakes.
That is right. The most visited object in the British Museum is what stone that provided the key to translating Egyptian hieroglyphics?
The Rosetta Stone.
That is right. For several years following the signing of the Declaration of Independence, what articles served as a sort of constitution for the 13 former colonies?
The Articles of Confederation.
That is right. To the monitor your science question. Which one of these devices is capable of converting electrical energy into mechanical energy?
The electric motor.
That is right. Shakespeare's comedy, Much Ado About Nothing, is set in the city of Messina, on what largest Italian island?
Sicily.
Sicily, yes. Though she's only 6 years old when the story begins, a character named Scout is the narrator of what classic story by Harper Lee?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
That is right. To the monitor for your math question, evaluate this expression here.
3.
3 is right. 25 bonus points possible here, Valley Forge. The words Gentleman Boss title a biography of what 21st president who came to office after the assassination of Garfield?
McKinley.
No, Chester Arthur. Tough one there, though. Well done, Valley Forge. Only missed that one. Good job. Rounding out hot picks tonight, Stow-Munroe Falls. We go back over to Sophie from Hoover. Sophie, 2 or 4?
2.
Envelope number 2 for the folks at Stow-Munroe Falls. Here we go, guys. No collection of pictures of frontier forts would be complete without one of what San Antonio mission stormed by the Mexican troops in 1836?
The Alamo.
That is right. In 1969, a fisherman set a record when he caught a 99-pound example of what sort of fish that also names a Massachusetts cape?
Cod.
Cod, yes. Most chronicles are down to earth, but Ray Bradbury's chronicles took place on what planet 4th from the sun?
Mars.
Mars, yes. To the monitor your science question. In the Lewis system, an acid is a substance which does which of the following things?
Donates protons.
No, accepts electrons. Both daffodils and jonquils belong to a genus named for what mythical youth who fell in love with himself and spurned the love of Echo?
Narcissus? Narcissus?
Narcissus, correct. We'll give you that one. In Alaska, the still active Augustine volcano looms over a small town named for what ancient Greek poet who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey?
Homer.
Homer, yes. To the monitor your math question. Evaluate this expression right here.
20.
20, yes. There are over 100 million references on Google to what Democrat from Georgia who was our 39th president?
Carter.
Jimmy Carter is right. Well done, Stow-Munroe Falls. All right, end of the round. More Q&A after this. Our grab bag round is up next.
For complete information about everything academic, visit us online at newsnet5.com/academic challenge.
Now the capacity crowd here, East 30th and Euclid. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap our scores so far tonight. Third place, 385, we have Valley Forge. Second place, 435, Stow-Munroe Falls. And in the lead tonight, 490, we have Hoover. Now it's time for the grab bag round. This is a free-for-all. Each correct answer is worth 20 points, but a team will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. Also some visual questions here. Those are plus or minus 30, but again, an incorrect answer there will cost 30. Again, this is for all 3 teams. So everyone, hands on your buzzers. Our grab bag round begins now. Though it has a copper-like look, the U.S. penny is made almost entirely of what element? Valley
Zinc.
Forge. Zinc is right. In one of his rare successful actions, Union General Ambrose Burnside led the 1862 invasion of what North Carolina island, the site of the lost colony? Hoover.
Roanoke.
Roanoke is right. Not a cuckoo, but a chicken comes out each hour on the giant clock recently installed in the airport of what largest Oregon city? Valley Forge.
Portland.
Yes, to the monitor. Claiming descent from 2 Japanese emperors, the Minamoto family established itself as what militaristic? Hoover? Need an answer?
The Meiji.
No, the Shogun. One African-American leader gave up his last name Little and chose instead what letter of the alphabet? Hoover.
X.
What's the leader?
Malcolm X.
That is correct. 40% of what number is equal to 600? 40% of 1,500. Wingspans that exceed 11 feet are typical of the giant variety of what seabird killed by the ancient mariner in a poem by Coleridge? Hoover.
Albatross.
That is right, to the monitor. This might have been a text message from what Shakespeare character who demanded a pound of flesh in The Merchant of Venice? Anybody know this one? Shylock. Things were looking up for the mythical Orpheus until he looked back while trying to rescue what beloved wife from Hades? Yes, Hoover.
Persephone.
No, Eurydice. Choice. As you go to higher altitudes, does the speed of sound increase, decrease, or stay the same? So,
Decrease.
decrease, yes. Although it might sound Italian, Garibaldi Provincial Park is actually in what westernmost Canadian province? Valley Forge.
British Columbia.
That is right, to the monitor. 31 years old when this portrait was painted. This is what English king who was only 48 when he lost his head in the Puritan Revolution? Valley Forge.
Charles I.
Charles, yes. Theodore Roosevelt won a Nobel Prize for negotiating the end to what war with a peace treaty signed? Hoover.
The Russo-Japanese.
Yes, correct. An eye doctor would need an extra long appointment to treat what mythical watchman who had 100 eyes? 100 eyes. Argus. In 1925, what American general was court-martialed for his support of air power and his criticism of the U.S. military policy? Valley Forge.
MacArthur.
No, Billy Mitchell. One of Faulkner's short stories has a very short title. The 3-letter word that is the past tense of the verb to be. Hoover.
Was.
Yes, in Oliver Goldsmith's novel, Charles Primrose was the virtuous vicar of what English locality named in the title? Oh, you know this? Wakefield. Scientists have created mice with fluorescent green fur using a gene found in what drifting sea creatures? I can't finish the question. The buzzer means the game is over. Let's take a look at our final standings tonight. Tied for second place, Valley Forge, 455. Stow-Munroe Falls, also at 455. But our winner tonight, 540 points, Hoover! Congratulations. Hey, join us next week. We'll feature teams from Coventry, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, and John Marshall. I'm Jason Nicholas. We'll see you next week for another edition of Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.